How is this October month for Aries? First, the card for your career and finances is Page of Swords. Expenditure. Hello, welcome to Rajasasila Number Holistics. Today we will be discussing about Mars, the energy planet, which gives the inner strength to everyone to do and also to accomplish things, and also the one which can never withstand the unethical ones, and the planet which is called the red fire planet, which creates a motivation from inside. So that red planet Mars is transiting from Arudra Nakshatra. The Arudra Nakshatra, as we know, it is the energy of Rudra and Yatna Shakti. That means efforts, what efforts you put, and all. The combination of Mars all these days in the Arudra Nakshatra was constantly creating efforts to do and to manifest things, and also for all other depending upon the house it is for the each ascendant, it creates some ripples in those situations. If it is in the seventh house, it wants to create some ripples in your relationship. If it is in the third house, it creates some communicative efforts to solve the issues. If it is in the eighth house, it creates ripples in the transformative way. So it depends upon the house, the zodiac it is placed in one's personal natal chart. So now coming back, Mars transiting from Arudra, he is going into the planet star Punarvasu. Punarvasu is a feminine star which has a feminine energy. Punarvasu is a star which has feminine energy, Vastutva Prapana Shakti. That means you can acquire materialistic. Vastutva means here materialistic. Prapana Shakti means gaining. So you can get the materialistic gain when Mars is transiting in this star. So Mars in this star, in spite of being in some negative houses, also tries to give the best of it to gain wealth, to gain energy, to gain power over others, and also vitality, and all these things you can gain when Mars is transiting in the Punarvasu Nakshatra. This Punarvasu Nakshatra, one pada is in the Mercury ruled Gemini, and other three padas are in the Moon ruled Cancer. So now we will see in a tarot angle how this transit is going to help you, and how this transit is going to make impact in your lives. First, when we see Mars, Mars is represented by the tarot card Emperor. Emperor is an analytical person who gives more importance in analytical approach to any problems. He doesn't use his heart for gaining anything or to accomplish a work and all. He is always successful. He is always positive, affirmative, and always in a steering place. So this emperor is always affirmative, giving strength, inner strength from the heart to do, to accomplish things, to manifest things, to remove all obstacles coming in the way. Such is the energy of emperor, and that is ruled by the planet Mars. Now, as we know, Mars was in Arudra Nakshatra. The energy of Arudra Nakshatra is depicted as Nine of Swords tarot card. So all these days there would have been a fear in the heart that something may happen, I may lose something, I may not be able to accomplish my things, because the Yatna Shakti always makes you to do the effort to do. But at the same time, the energy of Nine of Swords, that energy of that Arudra Nakshatra, which is represented by the tarot card Nine of Swords, will constantly give in your mind that it cannot happen. I am failing. There is a very big threat for me. I am going to lose. Something very bad is going to happen. That assuming mind, it's not real, but you assume that it is true. So such type of energy would have been for many. It would have been more for those who were having this as 2, 4, 8 and 12th house. So for all those things, it can create lot of illusionary mindset. So many of you would have experienced such types of emotional setback all these days. But now this Gemini, this Rashi, this zodiac is ruled by the card lovers. So most of the people would have felt the emotional setback only related to your relationship, because lovers card is the card for Gemini. So Gemini being you have the energy of Mars, the combination of lovers with the emperor is you put your analytical mind, but at the same time the lovers card will pull you towards emotional. So all these the two things combination can make in such a way that you are not happy with your relationship, creating lot of ripples, want to do something to rectify this problem, but at the same time you are scared to do, you are frightened to do, you assume many things, you have anticipatory fears that if I leave it like that it can happen like this, if I don't leave it like that it may happen like this. So that assumptions keep on pulling you back, keep on pulling you back. But fortunately now Mars, the emperor card, is moving from Arudra, the 9 of swords energy, to 10 of swords energy. Even though 10 of swords energy is very rude, cruel, and also it can make things to come to a standstill halt. It can put everything to a place that it is no more existing. It puts a full stop there. Everything is over. Such type of energy, and it's a destructive energy. And Mars being a destructive planet with all the energy and also the analytical energy, it doesn't have the thought of a softer version of mind. So many people can face that their problem is coming to an end, the end of the problem, whatever may be. Maybe it may be a relationship, it may be a job problem, which all you faced all these days. You had a lot of mental trauma that will come to an end. For some it may be good, for some it may be painful. So this energy of 10 of swords is only for some 1 week to 8 days, because Mars will be in the first pada of Punarvasu. Then the first pada of Punarvasu is ruled by 10 of swords. So from there Mars will be shifting into Cancerian zodiac, which is ruled, the whole set of energy will change, because the Cancer is ruled by moon, and also this zodiac is represented by the tarot card Chariot. So stagnation things you will find moving up. It is going in a way. It started moving up. Things working up. Things moving up. It is there. At the same time, the Punarvasu second, third, and fourth pada is ruled by the tarot card Two of Cups. So all these days, whatever energy you have put to save your relationship, to save your finances, or save your reputation, your fame, all these things, for some in the transit of Punarvasu first pada, for many of you it would have been completed or ended in a destructive way, but for many of you also it would have been continued after a bad patch, and it would have continued till the Mars transit in the second, third and fourth pada of Punarvasu, wherein it will create some healing for you, some changes coming up. The destructive Mars energy, when it enters into the water energy, it becomes soft. As we all know, Mars is debilitated in the Cancer sign. So when Mars is getting into Punarvasu nakshatra, immediately he goes into debilation. So creating lot of relief to people who want to patch up with the relationship, who want to bring change with communication, and who want to mitigate things out of court and all these things, it will be very beneficial. So now, when we have known a rough thing about this Mars transit in Punarvasu Nakshatra, we will go ascendant wise now. Those who are experiencing trouble and destructive nature of Mars coming in the 10 of swords energy, when Mars is in the Punarvasu Nakshatra, first pada, you can do some remedies which I tell you now. It doesn't mean that whichever zodiac you mean, any zodiac, you can follow these simple remedies so that you can get the maximum benefit out of it. One, you can donate honey to some Hanuman temple. This can create some problems easing up in your way. Or otherwise, on Tuesday, fasting to Durga Mata will help you to overcome this problem. Or offering pink color flowers, oleander flowers to Lord Subramanya Swami, or otherwise you can do the last one, donating pickles on Tuesday can help you overcome all the negativity of Mars. So any of this which is convenient to you, you can do it to please Mars and to overcome this destructive nature of Mars negativity affecting you. If you like our channel, kindly like, share, and your subscription really matters. Subscribe our channel for more updates, and also press the bell icon, because whenever we put a new video, you will get the notification of it, and you can spread the word of tarot and astrology, astro tarot, that we say. You can spread the word to your friends and your family. And if you want my consultation, you can contact me on my mobile number, which is given in the screen. Now we will do the analysis of Mars in Punarvasu for various ascendants, starting from Aries. For Aries, Mars will be transiting in your third house and your fourth house. Yet you having lot of apprehensions about your person, or because the Lovers card has great impact on of Gemini, great impact on relationship mostly, most of it 75% with the spouse and 25% with your business partner. So whatever be the thing, that you will have a lot of apprehension, false apprehension about your spouse or your partner, and there will be some communicative disruption between you, and it can go weird. You can use some harsh words so that the relationship can come to an end. So this part you have to be very careful. The 1 week part from 30th September to 10th of October, you need to be very careful in relationship with your partner or your spouse or whoever it is, and just drag the things, do a lot of meditation so that you keep yourself calm. Your fear comes to your fear settles down, so that you can't express in a rude way or a destructive way and spoiling your relationship. When Mars moves into your fourth house, the Cancer, even though Mars will be debilitated here, it will be activating the card 2 of Cups. So there will be some patch up, there will be some understanding, there will be some new things coming up which can make you feel that things are not really that bad. You can give a chance, and the reciprocation from your partner will also be better from what it was from last few months. So you can give a chance, you can give a time, and you can see whether you can patch up the relationship. Having a negative Mars placed in the third house can really give you a false impression about your spouse or your partner. So you need to make things to cool down and take a decision. Taurus. For Taurus, this Mars will be transiting your second house for 10 days, and then into the third house, Cancer. Being in the second house, it will affect your family, yourself, and your financial matters. A lot of spending. You spend out of rage. You have a lot of obstacles coming in way, money coming, not coming, and also money draining out because of some health issues or some unexpected expenditure coming up. Such things are indicated. When Mars moves into the third house, it will be better because it is stimulated there. The communications will also once again become good. Things will start becoming better to you. So for Taurians, this Mars transit will be little bit difficult for first 10 days, and after that it will be better. For Gemini, it will first 10 days Mars will be in your first house, creating low motivated energy, and also self-esteem will be low. You will have lot of apprehension. It is at the same time you will have raised up mind that you want to complete things now, today, now itself. I can't, no longer I can withstand all these things. I want to remove this person from my life. I want to remove this thing from my life. I don't want to interact with that person. Such type of ragefulness it will create. You have to meditate and keep it calm, or keep away from such relations and or such people for some day. Just have a cordial friendship or cordial relationship. Reduce talking. So this will help you so that it further doesn't get bad. Once Mars goes into your second house, it will create, and that too in Cancer, it will make things become softer, because the water energy there completely sucks up the energy of fire. Fire is completely dipping down in the water, so that the energy, few days maybe it will little bit, that bubbles will come. When you put something very hot into a cold water, what you will see, you will see things bursting up, but after that it will settle up. So you need to give some time for it to settle down. Once it settles down, the communication part will be better, the understanding will be better, and also your expectation will not be as high as it was. It will come down. So in that way, Geminis can find things making better position. And also the Chariot card getting activated, it will make what all stagnations were there, that will come down. A new path, a new life will start for you. So give some time for your partner, so that it is only for your own good. Taking a decision in rage is never a good thing. Later on you may feel bad for it. So now for Cancer, Mars will be in your 12th house for a few days. From last few days, Mars was in your 12th house. So lot of confusions, things not happening. You had lot of fear, apprehensions, false apprehensions, losses, and at the same time fightings with many people. And your workplace, you had to shell a lot because of those fights or differences. And when we come, it is coming to the climax position when Mars enters Punarvasu, that is the 10 of Swords energy becoming activated. It makes things more worse, and you want to get rid of all those problems. So you have to shell a lot of money. You have to lose your reputation. Such things are indicated. But once Mars comes into your own zodiac of Cancer, he loses the energy and he goes into debilation. That creates some relief to use, relief in such thing. Those who were troubling you will be out of scene for some days. They will be busy in their own work. They will leave you and go, and you will be happy in getting new inner strength for you. You will get some pause time to think and react. So that is the energy for you. For Leo, your Mars would have been in your 11th house. Even though Mars in the 11th house of the 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords energy, it may not be that bad for you, because your expectation will be high and you will lose that expectation. That's it. Now you will not physically lose anything there, but your expectation will have a hit there, so that you may get a traumatic emotions coming up. You will feel shocked that your expectations shattered. What you expected all these days is no more there. The path is blocked. There's no way to move on that path. So such type of emotional traumatic situation can come. So you need to be careful. Lot of expectation you should not keep on anything, whether it is a relationship or whether it is job or whether it is any other thing. Expectation can shatter, so you should be careful. When Mars enters into Cancer, it is actually entering into your 12th house. But luckily, because Mars is debilitated there, lot of losses he can't create, but he can create such a you will feel that you are not motivated, you are lethargic, you don't want to do things, you just want to leave the things like that, you want to be alone, you want to be let off the things as it is. Such type of lethargic and vairagya bhavana can come in your mind, so that things are stand still. Because the Chariot card, when Mars comes here, gets activated, it keeps on making you think that you have to move on, but it will do it in a negative way. It will make you to feel that you want to keep away from such people, keep away from that relationship. I want to be whom I am. I no longer have the inner strength to fight the situation or fight the relationship. You feel that you want to move on and go to another dimension, so that you can keep yourself calm. So such things it can create, but it will not have any outer application, but it will bring the changes inside you. Your emotions can play the role, so you have to be careful. Don't take any drastic decisions. For Virgo, Mars would have been in your 10th house, and in the 10th house only, from quite some time, he was creating some havoc. He was giving you fear that you may lose the job, or your livelihood, there may be some problems, your profession is facing some tough challenge. And now when it enters into the Punarvasu Nakshatra, the 10 of Swords card gets activated, and what you fear really happens there. You see the thing happening there. You will lose the job, or you yourself walk out from it. You no more need it. So such a thing coming up, it is a very short time period. Some higher authority coming in, finding fault in you and putting lot of allegations on you, and you quitting. Such things are indicated. If you have any chance of postponing or putting a long leave for 1 week like that, if you can do that, it can help you a lot. But when Mars enters into the Punarvasu second pada in the Cancer zodiac, things will really become better. Things will once again start coming up, because the Chariot card also gets activated, and Two of Cups card also gets activated because of Punarvasu. Then the things who were all against you will start coming back to you. They will realize your own self, what type of person you are, and things how dramatically became bad will such dramatically become good also. So it is a matter of only 1 week to 10 days. You have to take care. The best way is keeping yourself calm. Don't give answers which can bring lot of problem. Keep silence is golden for you for at this moment. So that is the one for Virgo. Take care, guys. For Libra, Mars was in your 9th house for all these days. So you would have felt very low from long time, nothing happening. You feel lethargic, things not working out, everything is in stagnation. You feel that luck is not favoring you, nothing is working. What you believe is not happening, everything is happening against you. And the 10 of Swords energy, when Mars enters Punarvasu, you will feel it in more way. In a higher intensity, you will feel that things are not going. How long do I carry on like this? Let me put a full stop to it. Such type of mindset you can get it. But once Mars enters into your 10th house in Libra, you will get some motivation coming in. Work will start, because the Chariot card will also start activated. Two of Cups card get activated. Things will move in a positive way. way, in a pleasant way, how you want. You will get the response from your colleagues and your superiors, so it will be a better month for you. So just keep a little bit patience for first 10 days when Mars in the first pada of Punarvasu in the 10 of Swords energy. So take care, guys. Now for Scorpio. But for Scorpio, this transit of Mars in the 8th house in the Arudra and later on in the Punarvasu for 10 days will be really challenging one, because there will be many things coming up which you never expected to be in your life. So that will create some shocks coming up. You don't know what actually your life was. Now you are seeing many things coming in you which you never know happened behind you. That such things come up in forefront, and you feel that you have nothing now. I have nothing more left over it in this relationship, because it mainly affects the relationship part, because Gemini is ruled by the Lovers card. So mostly the relationship part, both in family life and in work atmosphere, the relationship part will be very traumatic one, because you will know who is and what you are and who all were acting in front of you all these days, and you will start knowing their actual character. So that will create lot of problem. But when Mars moves into Cancer, the Chariot card gets activated and Two of Cups card gets activated, and Mars goes into debilation. So what happens there? When it goes there, things will come to a standstill. Nothing is going on. You keep your mouth shut and things are calm. But if once you open your mouth, once you start talking about it, once you start negotiating about it, there may be a burst of issues coming up. So keeping calm is the best mantra for you for this Mars transit in Punarvasu Nakshatra, not only in first pada but also in the second, third and fourth pada, because it will create a problem in your belief system. Your belief system has shaken, so you no more you are the same person. So it will create lot of analytical mind in you, how I should do, what I should do, what is the purpose of staying in this relationship. There is nothing left over. Such things you will get, and it will make you feel isolated from others. You feel that you walk out of it silently, you walk out of this relationship. Such thing it can create. So be careful before taking any major decisions. Now for Sagittarius, Mars was in your 7th house and moving into your 8th house. Again, when we see, it is not a good combination. Mars in the 7th house, 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords, it may create lot of suspicion about your partner, their behavior, the way of their attitude, what they do. Every small thing you find fault about them, and you feel that you are not, they are not with integrity. So that kind of feeling you can get about your spouse. And Mars entering in the Punarvasu Nakshatra, the 10 of Swords energy can make you feel that there is nothing left over now. You can see the things red-handedly, and you can make that things are really not working out. It's not for everyone. For some of you whose Dasha Bhukti are very contradictory, for them it will be more. For some it may be false apprehensions also. And Mars, when it moves into Cancer, your 8th house, you will be a transferred, completely transformed person, who are bad to you, who are real good to you. Sometimes maybe your people are bad and your wife was really innocent. All these days you were suspecting her, but now you have understood the real quality of your wife and you are transformed. Or your partner is not good, he was cheating you from long time, it was not good. You came to know about your business partner and you walked out of it. Or sometimes maybe your spouse was not good, he was cheating with you and you found found him red-handed and you walked out of your relationship. It can be anything. So it depends upon your character and your horoscope, the zodiac it falls on, and your spouse's zodiac also. Don't take it blindly that it is the thing. You have to nicely contemplate the issue before taking a major decision, because the planetary position is very misleading, so it can give you misleading mindset also. You should be very careful. And for Capricorn, Mars is in your sixth house. It is in the Ardra also, sixth house, nine of swords, and again Punarvasu first pada, sixth house, ten of swords, lovers card. This can create lot of enemies working behind you. They work behind you, giving you false information about many things. It may be your finances, your job, your relationship, or your in-laws, anything it, or your workplace. Somebody is putting some negative seeds behind you. So all these things are indicated when Mars goes into your seventh house. You will get and also Mars in the Cancer in the debilitated position. Your enemies will lose power. They will not have the power what they had all these days. So things will be better. You will have a relief sign coming up. Things are becoming better. Understanding will be there. So it is a good time for Capricorns when Mars is transiting into Punarvasu, second, third, and fourth pada. And now for Aquarius, Mars is in the fifth house right now, giving lot of laziness, lethargic situation. Don't want to interfere in any of the matter, because lot of fear regarding your children's life, your future, your plan of future going wrong. So that all would have created, and because of the transit of Mars in the Punarvasu nakshatra, the Ten of Swords card getting activated, it gives you attract lot of negativity in you, and you take a drastic decision that you would never have taken it. So you should be careful. Just avoid all those things, because it is a fake one. Nothing can be real. If the Ten of Swords card getting activated along with Lovers card, it will create lot of misapprehension and a rage in you. Analytical mind being very powerful. You don't go for the small happiness what you get and small changes coming in your life. You don't notice that, and you take a rageful decision that is indicated, that is not appreciated. You wait till Mars enters into the Cancer and gets debilitated there, and it goes into your sixth house. Even though sixth house is not good, your enemies will become powerless, and you will find some time to plan and make some good planning you can do in your workplace or regarding your children. It is a pause time for you, so that you can think and take a good decision. And for Pisces, your Mars in the Arudra nakshatra is in the fourth house, and then moving into Punarvasu, again fourth house, the Lovers card of Gemini getting activated. You get all negative thoughts that it may happen like this. I may lose the comfort in my life. I may lose that. I may lose my house. I may lose my stature. I may lose my reputation, and also your relationship with your family members becoming sore because of your fear and your anticipatory fear. There is no much relief for you when Punarvasu Mars transit the Punarvasu nakshatra. You will be taking some stupid decision to completely wind up the things. So that is not recommended. You have to wait till Mars goes into your fifth house in Punarvasu, second pada, into the Cancer zodiac, where he becomes powerless. And when he becomes powerless, this illusionary fears can come down. That rage in you can come down. That no more I can tolerate. Such type of rageful thoughts will come down, and you will feel that you need to give some more time to your spouse or your business partner, or with whomever you are getting problem. If it is your work, it may create some you may feel that I am comfortable here. Why I am taking all these to my mind and wasting my time here? here. Even if I go to a new place, I will have some problem there. It is better to mend the problem what I am facing here. It is better than going to a new place. Such type of mindset you can get, and it can bring some it can bring some solace to you, it can bring some comfort to you. So that is the thing for you. You have to be careful, Pisces. If you like our channel, kindly like, share and subscribe.